Hello, Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday. Monday is Tips Day, and I have some tips this week from my good friends Mike and Thelma. Always are nice and send me some good tips, so I'm going to read them out. Remember, I don't read these in advance. I read them live and react, so you never know. You never know. I have picked on Mike a little bit in the past because, and this is, I have not generally not read this. We'll see if it happens. But he tends to not proofread what he writes, and there's usually at least one or two spelling errors. We'll see if he falls into the category again. What are the odds? I'm going to go, hopefully he's learned, maybe because, I did pick on him a little bit. Hopefully he checked this time. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm the same, though. I'm terrible at making errors. For whatever reason on my phone, when I type in you, it comes up YIU. I don't know why it does that. So I send loads of text and email, text more with YIU, so whatever. Anyway, so if you ever get that, it just means I'm lazy and I didn't proofread it. All right, here we go. As requested today on your tips blog, here are, first line, I got him. As requested today on your tips blog, here are a supler more essentials we pack. I think you meant to write couple, Mike. I think you meant to write couple, but we'll see. So recently, I know what this is going to be in relation to. I did a tips video a couple of weeks ago with some items that we tend to bring on the ship with us. So hopefully give you some ideas of things that might be helpful. So I said in that video, send me what you bring and I'll share them with everybody else. So obviously the rest of this, I would assume, is going to be Mike and Thelma telling me what they bring. And hopefully that will give you some more ideas. A couple or a souple, whatever you want to do. It's a couple. It's going to be a couple. All right, number one, magnetic hooks. Yeah, I see this all the time. Oh, by the way, before I go through this, just as a reminder, and I said this in my video before, go to Amazon and type in cruise essentials, and pages of all this stuff will come up for you to browse through and get on the cheaper. Or Temu. A lot of people are using Temu now. I actually got some suits on Temu, $25 with free shipping. And it didn't take that long to arrive. Didn't take that long at all. When I book on a lot of other companies, and it comes from China, it takes forever. But my Temu delivery came through pretty quick. And it was, it's not obviously the same quality, but they're okay, perfectly fine. $25, not even, $23.50 or something with free shipping. Yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, magnetic hooks. First one, I see a lot of people buy them. We don't personally use them. No reason why. I think Julie is more like one that doesn't want to clutter stuff up. And I think she thinks that they clutter the walls up a little bit, but other people love them. So very helpful. I think I'd be concerned of the amount of weight that the hooks can hold. It will fall down. So I don't know what you use magnetic hooks for. Put it in the comments if you know what you bring them and use them. But yeah, magnetic hooks. Towel holders for the back of the lounge chairs. Yes, we do bring those. There's one up there. Right here, it's a Carnival one right there. And I know Julie's got some flamingo ones because she loves her flamingos. So yeah, we do. And now we use them for something a little bit naughty you're not supposed to do. And they tell you not to do this. But I am one of these people that uses logic and common sense. And if I know it's actually going to be okay, I will still do it. And if we go work out and we get a good sweat on, and we don't want to, we'll put them on the chair on the balcony if we have a balcony. I know you're not supposed to. But if you use those towel clips to hold them in place, they ain't going anywhere, I promise you. And if the wind is that bad, the chair's going, let alone the clothes. So we're not going to do it in bad weather. Yeah, so we use them for that as well. Immoral tips, number one. We got here. I'm not going to go into it, but I've said a few things lately and I've been taken the wrong way by some people. We'll leave it at that. But I still stand by what I said. If you watch this, you'll probably work out what they were. Anyway, a stapler for all the paperwork you want to keep. Now, a stapler. Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't bring a stapler. That's just me. Everybody is different, and I have no issue with bringing a stapler. I would bring a manila file folder or something and put the paperwork in that, maybe in an order you want it. I'm not a big fan of staplers. Just get in the way. And try and take one off, you get rip holes and everything. But that's just me. Everybody's different. But you used to bring a stapler to put the luggage tag clip it together on your case. But now we bought those plastic holder things that you get in put them in and put them on your case, much safer. Yeah, so I mean, stapler if you want, absolutely. I used to pack a hole punch, but now no longer need to, as the cabin cards are already pre-punched. Thanks for that, Mike. I mean, are we going back to tips for 10 years ago? Is that what we're doing, Mike? I don't know. You know, I try not to pick on people. I do. I try and be nice. But yeah, that's not a tip, is it, Mike? Come on. I used to, but I don't anymore. A deck of cards. Yes. Several reasons to bring a deck of cards. Play. Cards. We do a bar crawl on every cruise, and we accompany the bar crawl with a poker game where everybody at every bar gets a card, and then at the end of it, the best poker hand wins a pot. We'll put like $5 in or something like that. I don't know. So we need more than one pack of cards. But a pack of cards, and you know, it is funny, you never know what you might need them for. You never know. Just mainly for downtimes, I guess. A lot of people bring those games on, and they'll sit at a table all day and play games, which is, no, if that's almost like their cruising tradition, I would never do that. I have ADD. I could not sit there and play games all day. But I know a lot of people that do, and they enjoy it, and they have a great time with it. So absolutely. And a pack of playing cards, like I said, it's one of those things that you never know when it's going to come in helpful. That's the reason for these videos. All right, what else we got here? A manicure set. I'm going to be honest with you here. I am 58 years old, and not only have I never had a manicure in my life, I'm not even 100% sure what a manicure is. I think, and if I'm completely wrong, you can believe, isn't that where you do your nails? You know, they say, I got my nails did. Where you do that. Is that a manicure? So I don't know. I think, so I really can't comment on that one because I'm not 100%. And what goes into a manicure set? I'm assuming if I'm right and it is your nails, this is where I wish I read these in advance sometimes so I could prepare my answers. And I could be making a complete fool of myself as a manicure is something completely different. That file thing to round them off, I guess, you know. I will say this, I hate cutting my toenails. It's really annoying. It's really hard to do, especially the little one. Really hard to get to the nail. So maybe I guess, again, I'm assuming that's what a manicure is. Could be completely wrong. What else goes in a manicure set other than a file? What else could go in a manicure set? And you know, and again, not picking on the tip, a lot of people probably do that and love it. But again, we're going back to if this is for your nails. Julie always goes and gets her nails done before a cruise. She gets a wax and she gets the nails done. And I always laugh at her because I don't understand why you would do that when you've got nail clippers and whatever. But she goes, so why would you need to do your nails if maybe you didn't do them before I don't know. I'm so confused. Explain to me why you need a manicure set. And listen, I'm not saying it's a bad tip at all. I'm sure a lot of people bring one. But I don't know why. I mean, these are confusing to me, but that's because I'm just ignorant, probably. And in no way am I saying it's a bad. Now, I will tell you, I used to pack a hole punch, but I don't need to anymore as the cabin cards are already pre-punched. Sorry, Mike, that is a dumb tip because, you know, unless your tip is don't bring one anymore, I don't know. There are some, I'm sure, they're absolutely fine. And isn't this the beauty of cruising? And this is why I ask people to send me their tips. Because all of these, apart from the towel holders and the deck of cards, so yeah, some of them I would never do. And I would never think of giving them as tips. A lot of people will love these as tips. That's why it's good. That's why you need to send me yours. And I'm not picking on Mike, apart from the hole punch. Yes, I am picking on that. But the rest of it, probably perfectly good. All right. So we'll leave those there. So magnetic hooks, towel holder for the back of the lounge chairs, stapler for all the paperwork you want to keep. We're going to ignore the hole punch. A deck of cards and a manicure set. And they added also in our medicine bag, besides your prescriptions, Tylenol, seasick pills if you are so prone, antibiotic cream, and anti-itch cream. The aforementioned are quite expensive if you have to buy them on board. Hope this helps with your tips list. Regards, Mike and Thelma. Yeah, I mean, we bring a sort of medicine bag. I know Julie, I don't know if she just I don't take tablets unless I'm dying. You know, I could have a bad headache and I'm not taking anything for it. My mindset is, if I ever really need it, I don't want any resistance to it. And if I ever really need it, it's going to work better because my body's not used to it. It's a stupid response, I know, but you know, I don't remember the last time I took a pill for anything pain-wise, Advil, Tylenol, whatever they call them. No, I'm always turning them down. But I know I'm very much in the minority there. But I'm pretty sure Julie brings them with her for her. Seasick pills, yeah, big time. You know, I mean, I'm very lucky I don't get seasick. I do on little ships. I really get bad seasickness on little boats. If I go on a fishing boat, watch out, because I'm going to chum for you. We'll leave that one there. But on the big ships, never a problem to me. But yes, even if you're worried about it, bring them for a peace of mind. Because I know a lot of people don't want to cruise because they're worried about feeling seasick. And I can't sit here and say you won't get seasick. I can say I don't, but I'm not everybody. You know, and one of my pet peeves is everybody saying, oh yeah, you'll be fine. I don't get seasick, so you won't. Everybody's different. Just because I won't doesn't mean you won't. So be prepared. The old scout motto we use in England. Antibiotic cream, anti-itch cream. I mean, you could probably go out on all sorts of creams on that. I will give you one more that we always used to forget, and I'm so glad that we remember it now, and that is aloe. Because if you go out and get a little bit burned, and you get back to your cabin, everybody brings suntan lotion, but not everybody brings aloe. So that is the one thing that I make sure that we have on every cruise when we go into warm weather, is to bring aloe, because that can be a lifesaver. Because yeah, I look at a pasty white little body of mine. I lived in San Diego for 22 years. I went to the beach twice. I've been in St. Pete for 4 years in the early 90s, and I'm back here for a couple of years now. I have been to the beach. The only time I've been to the beach is to go on a bar crawl or go for dinner at a bar on the beach. I have not been to the beach to sit on the beach. I'm not a beach type person. So I don't really get in the sun very much. But when I do, I'm going to burn pretty bad. So aloe would be a great one for me. An anti-itch cream, kind of, I guess that's kind of like insect repellent. And that's another good one to bring too. Yeah, brilliant. So listen, Mike, those medicine bag ones, I'm sure they're great. I don't know. I don't do that. That's Julie's side of things. We definitely have assigned things to do. And that is hers. Because she wants way more of these things than I do. All I ask for is aloe and toothpaste. That's all I ask. Oh, and deodorant. That's about it. All right, good. Thank you. And you know, and you may think I was a little bit harsh, and I wasn't. I just was a bit confused. Yeah, hole punch. But the rest of it, perfectly fine. And somebody please explain, was I right on a manicure? Is it the nails? And it's pretty embarrassing that at 58 years old, I don't know what a manicure is. But there's a pedicure as well. I thought, is that nails too? I don't know. Never had one. I don't like massages. Or massage, as we like to call it. You call them massages. We call them a massage. Never had one. Whatever. It's just different. Not judging you. Just chose not to. And then I was doing this, and I thought I'd throw one more thing in, because I always talk about my cruising traditions. And how, as you can maybe see up above me, when we go, we do these bar crawls, and we always get these inflatable ships. This was the Panorama in February 2020, and we go around and we have all of the bartenders sign it. Yep, I got Jordan and the Wreck Frog. Antonio signed this one. We met Antonio a ton of times after that on the Radiance. Yeah. So we like to get all the bartenders to sign it, and we keep it as a memory. We get them. We used to buy them like this, but then they stopped selling them. So I have about 6 left, and that's it. So I'm saving them for big group cruises. So I need to find something else in between. And we've been looking, and we finally, I think we have found something. So on cruises where we fly, I bought all these frisbees. They're all blank, different coloured frisbees. So yeah. So now we'll write the name of the ship somewhere. And then they actually sold these for a little while on the ships. We got one on the Conquest. There's one around here somewhere where it actually had Carnival Conquest on it, and we had all the bartenders sign it, and then they disappeared. It's a bit disappointing in the shops on board now that there really isn't any sort of souvenir-y stuff like this anymore. Cheap, it's more like higher end stuff they've gone to, and a bit of a shame. I wish they'd bring some stuff like that back for us to do. But there you go. So I got a bunch of them, and then for cruises where we can drive, I found, well, not I, Julie, I'm going to be honest, give credit where credit's due, found these in the dollar store. Got bucket and spade, $1.25. So we bought a bunch of them. So watch out, world, because bartenders, you'll soon be signing a bucket and a spade. And I'll tell you what's going to be interesting, because with these, let me reach down here. When we used to take this around, right, it would take forever before anybody would sign the funnel. You would think that would be the first place people would want to sign. No, actually most of the time the first place they want to sign is where their cabin is. But very few people. There'd usually be about the last bar or two before anybody would sign that. And I always started to notice that after a while when that would happen. So we're going to see who the first person will be to sign either this. We're going to put the name of the ship on the handle when we do it. So who's going to be the first to sign the spade? That's going to be the question. But anyway, so there we are. We've got spades, we've got frisbees, we've got buckets, and I've got some ships left. But I'm still looking for more ideas. I don't know if you can, we got this is too small. All my beautiful bartender friends on the Splendor signed this for me, but it's too small. That was just one bar. We need to do all the bars. Oh yeah, there's a frisbee up there. I don't know if you can see it in the picture. I think you see where the big flamingo is. Next to it was the Carnival Conquest frisbee we got, and then next to that, I don't know if it's even in the picture because it's kind of zoomed in a little bit. There's a shark bucket that we took and we got everybody to sign. So but if you have any ideas and suggestions of things that we can take around the bars and get the bartenders to sign that's fun, let me know. Don't say duck, because I'm not doing a duck. We'll leave that there. Anyways, all right, that's it for this week. Thank you, Mike and Thelma. Whole punch. You're in Dave territory with that one, Mike. I'm telling you. Subscribe, hit that button if you want to get notifications when these videos come out. Please send me your tips. I'm not mean, I'm just honest. Spell check. If you have any questions, my email is coming up at the end of this video. Also, you can send me those and I will reply as soon as I can. And if I don't know the answer, I usually know people that do. So please don't hesitate to send me an email. I will get back to you, I promise. And send me your tips, send me your traditions. Mike Pub Crawl, what do you do every cruise? And with that, I will see you later, cruising world. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please, pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.